I am Mr. Heisel, your friendly neighborhood technology specialist, and I am excited, nay thrilled, to be here today with another virtual lesson. That's right, I know you all are just clamoring for another virtual lesson, so I thought, why not I pop in here and give you a brand new lesson, and we're talking about Google Chrome and adding multiple users the correct way. Now, you might be saying to yourselves, why is this even important, Mr. Heisel? You are here giving me another completely useless lesson. No, it's not useless. This is important. If you cross your streams while using the internet, you'll break the internet. We don't want the internet broken. We need the internet right now. It's really important. So what am I talking about when I say crossing the stream? So if you are currently in Google browser, a Google browser, Chrome browser right now, you need to look at the top right-hand corner of your screens. You should see two of the exact same pictures. If you're seeing two different things, then you are crossing your streams, and we don't want you to do that. So let's get started. If you are not already in a Chrome web browser, go ahead and head that way, and you guys are going to look at the top right-hand corner of your screen, and you should see two matching icons. Please disregard all of the extensions that I have up there. I like my extensions. I also like my tabs, and you're not seeing how many tabs I have open right now. But what we're going to do is you'll see the top picture and the lower picture, and I want you to go ahead and click on the lower picture. Yours should look something like this. I mean, it shouldn't have my picture and my name, but it should look something like this where you have your picture, your avatar, your icon right there, and then down below it should say your name. If you have other accounts down below here, this is where we might have crossing our stream issues. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how we can fix that. But before you go removing any accounts from this, we need to make sure any other account down there is not yours, like your personal account, and we want to make sure if it's somebody else's account that you talk to them about removing their account before you actually do it. Okay, I need a little brain break. I've been looking at screens constantly, I think since last spring, and I just need a moment. Just look at these little baby chickens, and there's a cat. I just need it for one more second, that's all. Then we can move on with the lesson, I promise. I know. I needed it. All right, let's move on. Thank you, guys. I needed that. All right, so before we remove an account, let's learn how to add multiple accounts, because then we can show the people who we want to remove accounts of how they can add their account. So remember the slide? Remember how we had the two pictures? Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to focus on that top picture, and you're going to go ahead and click that one right there. And it should look something like this, where it should say your username and your name, and then down below you might see guest or add, and you might actually have multiple people here, and this is the correct way to have multiple accounts. So what you're going to do is if you're needing to add your personal account, or if you're needing to add a parent or siblings or someone who uses that machine's account on here, this is the way they're going to do it. They're going to click add, and then you're going to see a screen that looks something like this. You're going to type in a name, you're going to choose a pretty picture, and then you're going to click the add button down there. And then you're going to get this page. It says set up your browser in a few simple steps. Do not click get started. If you already have a Google account, we do not need to do that. We do have a Google account, so we want to click sign in. Thank you, SpongeBob. That's right. We're going to click in, and you're going to put in your WG Cloud account here if you don't already have it set up this way. Now, if you have a personal account, this is where you put your @Gmail account. This is if your parents or siblings or someone else who uses this device is going to be using this computer, this is where they would put in their email address. They'd enter in their password, click next, and then they'd get to a page, and you'd get to a page that says link that data, or link your data, and you do. You want to link your data. If we click link the data, then what that's going to do is take us to the next page where it's going to say turn on sync, and yes, we want to turn on the sink, not your faucet. We don't need water running. We don't need to waste water. I'm syncing up the data between all of your Chrome web browsers. So you're going to click yes, I'm in, and it is going to pop your little icon up there, so that way we have matching icons when we get to our main Google page, because I want to remind you all how very important it is that we do not cross our streams. These pictures should be the same, because if they are not, you'll break the internet. So remember, match those two pictures. We want those two things working. They need to be the exact same picture. I am so excited to have walked you through this very quick lesson. I apologize for all my puns, my jokes, but you know what? I got to keep my sanity somehow, and sometimes it's just sharing those jokes with you guys. Feel free to share this video with your family members. Perhaps you have other family members who are students who are using the same machine as you. Perhaps your parents have accounts all up on that machine, and you need to make sure that your accounts are functioning properly. And why that is because when you're logging into Clever and Canvas and all the various other tools you're going to be using while you are doing all of this virtual learning, if you have those streams crossed, you will probably incur an issue with one of the services you're trying to use. We've had a lot of people have this issue with Canvas, and this has fixed a lot of those issues. And like I said, it will help you in the future for keeping your stuff in line and not crossing the streams. You don't want to be working on your Google Doc and then all of a sudden have it disappear because you're logged in as somebody else on Chrome. So remember, we want those pictures to match, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day here in our Virtual Learning Academy.